What's going on, everybody? Show Me the Money Club, live Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, right here with myself, Chris, and Sergio, my co-host. What's going on, Sergio?
How's it going? Finally, the rains are over. It's been raining for 4 days in California.
Well, it's
And
been nonstop, nothing but wind for like the last 5 or 6 days, and it's just so damn cold. And I'm
well,
like,
like,
oh, this needs sun. So today was actually a really nice day compared. No wind, sun. So I'm happy
we're
there.
not wearing our Buffalo jerseys. We forgot.
I
So
know. That was a hell of a game. Back and
it
forth,
was
back and forth.
it was
44-31 or something like that.
yeah
33. I don't
yeah
remember. Um,
yeah. So what's going on with you? All good?
yeah, for the most part, can't complain.
Okay.
Got some great show coming up for you. And of course, we do want to make sure that you do know we are vertically streaming as well as horizontal. So for those who prefer one over the other and maybe watching on the wrong side, that's you just got to go back into YouTube and scroll back and you can pick the one you want. So if you like vertical, go to that. If you like horizontal, go to that. Either way, it's all good. But make sure you smash that like button. And with that being said, let's talk about what we're talking about today. That is another topic. Uber exec is discussing their robotaxis. Speaking of, I put into ChatGPT approximately how many um, robotaxis they would need to completely be sufficient when it comes to um, destroying drivers. It's quite astonishing to see. Then we're going to be talking about there is still money to be made with Uber and Lyft. We're also going to be talking about the power of multi-apping. Also compete with other drivers for a bonus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. And
Mm-hmm.
then New York is pushing for algorithmic pricing disclosure, highest Lyft external fee to date. Yeah, that one's insane. And then the Lyft scheduled trip shaving is back, and Waymo up to 1 million trips a month in California. Uber
Yeah.
introducing Uber Ski, and of course, if we get time, we're going to do our driver's corner. So we got quite a bit to talk about. And before we get going, of course, we do want to talk about behind the wheel. And
I
there
have
we go.
all my candidates lined up. I just got to wrangle them in, Chris. That's all I got to do. So
Right.
Yeah, I love doing these. Please, please, please keep sending me emails. Sergio at the rideshareguy.com. It's your story. It's your story, the way you explain it to our audience. Um, it's been, like Chris said it many times, it's been tried to duplicate it by Lyft and Uber, but imitated, not duplicated.
Often
Imitated
imitated,
and never
never
duplicated.
duplicated.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And to me, it's like these are why we do what we do. We want to get your voices out. We want to hear from you. Good experience, bad experience. We're not looking for just negativity. We're looking for balance, but then it's your story. And if you want to share your story, whatever it is, crazy Uber stories or your earnings or whatever it is, email me. We'll hop on, record, and put it on our channel, and you'll be famous in your city. So,
Yeah, you
so
better watch out. Go to the grocery store. You might
that's
not
right.
be able to.
You'll be like iSpeed, but not really. But anyway, so I love doing these. Please email me, Sergio at the and that's the end of that.
Great little show there for you. But let's get into our first topic, and that is another Uber exec is talking about robo taxis.
Yeah, Andy Mack, as he's called within the company, he's the COO now, Chief Operating Officer. We do these. There is a reason I'm doing these, okay? Because I am trying to get one of these top execs to show up on Show Me the Money. They have no problem doing these outings with journalists who do not understand the business, okay? But then they just shy away from showing up on Show Me the Money. I understand there are reasons for it. And by the way, let me say hello to Jeremy Bird, who was here a couple of weeks ago. Hope your hand is feeling better. And I texted with Jeremy today, and he said all is good. He's not pissed off. I'm like, okay, cool. So Uber CEO Andrew McDonald discussed the progress of robotaxi technology, stating the core driving software is nearly ready. Okay. However, he noted that high hardware costs remain a significant barrier to profitable commercialization and widespread deployment. I get it. We're going to talk about, actually, we have a segment coming up about Waymo, right? And then look, folks, these things are coming, okay? Now, you like it, you don't like it, that's a different story. You ignore it at your own peril. I don't know why any driver would ignore it. But these things are here, and they're going to stay here, and they're going to proliferate, and they're going to scale, and they are. So my goal in all this, Chris, is, like, Lyft was kind enough to send an executive to show me the money. I did email with Uber. Uber said when it's appropriate, or when it fits our, the way we want to present it, we'll show up. I'm like, okay. However, every single week, because my news feed is full of these things, because I do follow Uber news, and there is an Uber executive talking about, let it be Dara, let it be Andy and Andrew McDonald, let it be Sachin Kansal, let it be whoever they are. They're always talking about robotaxis, hybrid network. Drivers are not going to be replaced. Don't worry about it. Why not come here and talk about it? Why not have a substantive conversation, by a little bit back and forth, where I can push back a little bit? And then I do understand what they're trying to do. I understand, maybe they're feeling nervous about robotaxis. Maybe they're feeling nervous that Waymo is going to kick their ass. I don't know. But I would like one of them to show up. So Andy, DK, Sachin, if one of you, I'm pretty sure you guys can find a half hour of your busy corporate lives and show up here on a Tuesday. In fact, you don't even have to show up. I can come to you, or we can do a virtual interview and snip it on our channel, because the driver community is concerned. I am concerned for the driver community. So I think it'll be really appropriate for one of you to show up and talk about this topic, because they are here. So it would be awesome if you guys can oblige.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of this one movie called Now You See Me, or Now You Don't, or whatever it is, that the magician movie. And during one of the scenes, he's like, you want to be the smartest person in the room. And the problem is, if they come on, they're not necessarily the smartest people in the room, because you and I know what we're talking about, and of these journalists don't know, so they just eat everything up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, perfect. Oh yeah, great, 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 awesome." And so I think that's part of the problem, is that, yeah, there would have to be some pushback, because you have to have serious conversation. But if you're just getting fluff, that's what they want. They want a little ass kissing and stuff like that, it seems.
Well, I mean, look, that's fine and dandy, right? But we are the largest channel in the nation when it comes to gig economy, specifically rideshare. You would think it would make sense for them to come and talk about it. I mean, they're not showing up to Uncle Bob's rideshare channel here, right? We are the largest channel.
Sorry, Uncle Bob.
Uncle, whoever Uncle Bob is. Billy Bob Thornton. My favorite show started again. Landman. I highly recommend.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, no, it just kind of would make sense. It's just like, I think they need to get off their high horse, and then they need to come down to the level of the driver, and then talk about these issues that are present, and they're going to just get, scale more and more and more over periods of time. And I don't understand the hesitancy, really. We're cordial and we're respectful, and I mean, we're going to ask tough questions, but then, as an executive, I'm sure, they're used to answering tough questions, right? You're the executive of a $230 billion market cap company. I mean, who am I? I'm some dude in Granada Hills, right? So, but I think it would be really appropriate for them to come and explain, what their plans are for the driver community. By the way, you guys all need to tune in next week. There will be some news that we're going to put out this week, and I would like you to support this. But then that's all I can say at the moment. It will require your signature. So we'll see. We'll talk about that. Definitely, we'll talk about that next week. It should be ready to go by probably next couple days. And yeah, if you guys support this, it would be awesome. So.
All right. Well, Let's move on. Let's talk about how there is still money to be made when driving Uber and Lyft.
Definitely is.
Oh yeah.
Look, as bad as things are, there's definitely is. And so we do like sharing positive stories as well as negative stories. And this is a positive one. And there is still money to be made on Uber and Lyft. Hope you're doing well, Sergio. It's one of our viewers. I love you guys to send me these success stories as well. Yes, there is a lot of things that are broken in the system, but, uh, but, all you need to do is send me these screenshots like this gentleman has. So hope you're doing well, Sergio. We had a home football game in Knoxville, Tennessee on Saturday and was able to gross $637.86 in 13 hours to driving Uber X with 242 miles in total. Amazing.
Nice.
Absolutely amazing. It wasn't as busy as usual. I mean, come on now. And I was really hoping to get another $1,000 day, but the market conditions didn't allow that, unfortunately. Still really happy with the results, though. Uber is a fantastic part-time job in Knoxville. This was the last high earnings event in our area for the next few months, so I won't have a banger day for a while. Any banger days for a while. Hope you have a good holiday
Well,
season.
we
This
might
is
have the holiday season that's upon us or coming upon us, and usually that can be if you play the days right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is amazing. This is like $50 on Uber and on online hours, folks, not active hours, and close to $50
Hell
on
yeah.
on that. So, Chris, I don't know. Like I'm reading the comments, my eyes going there. This guy goes, I don't know, but I can't seem to change back to regular. What do you guys
You
mean?
got to
You
go
guys
in the
need
other stream. There's two streams, one
Yeah, there's
vertical, one horizontal. If you don't like the vertical, you go to horizontal. If you don't like the horizontal, you go to vertical. It's up to you.
Yeah, exactly. So there's two choices now. See, this is like going to the supermarket and going to the bread section. There's way too many choices. But anyway, going back to this, $637, and he was like, "It's not as busy as I thought." I'm going like, "Come on, man! People would
I like
die,
that.
Eddie. People would die
That's
to
a
get
great
that."
comment right there. It's not as busy as I thought I wanted.
Yeah, because
I
I was
wanted
hoping
another
for a
unpaid
thousand
day.
dollar day. Look, during 2025, right? As much as earnings have gone down, there are days like this that if you know, as a driver, like this driver does, if you know when and where to work, you can put in a day, in a single day, earn as much money as a W-2 job will pay you in a week after taxes. Okay? That's all I'm saying. So it's not just negative. There's some positive stories out there as well. And it all comes down to, you know, you got to do the work, man. You got to put the hours in. But then when you get rewarded like this, it's awesome. It's absolutely fantastic. So Uber and Lyft, there is still money to be made. I call this like a hit and run, Chris. You just got to hit it and you got to run it, and in a good way, not in an accident kind of a thing. But this is awesome. I love hearing these types of stories. So if you do have banger days like this, I would love to share it with our audience. Please send it down to me, Sergio at therideshareguy.com, with just a couple of screenshots and a little note like this gentleman did. Make my life easy. And yeah, there you go.
Well, not too shabby for, almost $650, and then who knows with tips that could bring up over 650, if you had cash tips or anything like that. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
can't complain there. Just
Nope.
gotta know when it's busy and go out and, rough it. Um,
I mean,
Hopefully it's not too crazy with the stadium right there, with being on Knoxville. But who knows? And, yeah, when we have NFL games, I will not drive around the stadium at all. I'll go on the outskirts. Much,
well,
much better because they're pulling all the drivers towards the stadium. Everything's blocked off. It's designed for everybody to leave, not to come towards the stadium. So you have to know in order how to get in, um, just to be able to get there, and then all the traffic on top. No, it's not worth it. But if you go out, if you're in the north towns or in the city or something, when everybody's leaving, when they're leaving football game or parties, when they're leaving bars, when they're leaving all that stuff, you're just going from place to place to place to place to place. You don't have to worry about sitting in traffic, sitting there. Some other poor Uber driver picking up at the stadium. Yeah, they might have fun because the Bills won or something, but trying to get them back, not going to happen.
I agree with Mr. Gambit here. There are
Oh
still
yeah,
fat cherries out there. Don't be afraid to find them and get them. And next week should be practically a no-brainer. Seriously, if you're going to definitely airport trips, right? I think this year they said, Chris, 82 million people are expected to travel during Thanksgiving week.
Oh, I believe
That's
it.
a lot of airport trips, folks. So do know what you're doing. If your
Next
strategy
week
was
is
doing
going to
short
start.
trips, yeah.
That Wednesday night is always prime for going out. So if you enjoy the nighttime, that is going to be a prime night to go out.
Yeah.
Thursday is usually a pretty decent day too, depending on the time you're out, because bars do reopen and a lot of people want to get away from family. So
Yeah, absolutely.
you definitely do that. And then Black Friday, when that starts up, people are shopping. It can be a pain because if people are grabbing a bunch of bags and throwing in your car, that might be a pain, but again, there's going to be a lot of airport runs. People are going back home, so that's definitely good. And then, of course, the day before Christmas Eve, that night before is probably the busiest bar night of the year. So you could definitely get out there and make a lot of cash.
The day I figured the day after Thanksgiving is also really, really busy with the airport trips, actually. And the other thing is, since a lot of drivers in your city may have clocked out with their 12-hour limit, next day there aren't that many drivers doing it. If they shot all their wad, you're going to be the only one out there, and you're going to make some serious, serious money. So, yeah, I mean, look, man, these are the times that you guys got to work, and if you work, you're
Gosh,
going to get
both,
rewarded. Yeah,
both
yeah,
Thanksgiving Eve and Christmas Eve, the day before.
yeah.
So it would be Christmas Eve. That day is going to be, that's always a huge bar day, at least here in Buffalo. So I would assume it would be the same elsewhere.
I agree. Yeah, so go get it.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the power of multi-apping.
Yeah, another
I
view
know
and
what you mean,
see
like Tim Allen.
Well, I mean, look, these screenshots, kind of prove the point, right? Why do we always tell you guys to multi-app? And a lot of, we did the survey, remember? Like a lot of drivers are still on single app. Remember that?
Oh
We had
God,
done
yeah,
like,
so many are.
it
I don't
was
know
like some
why.
ridiculous number. Like it was super high. I'm thinking like only like maybe 20% are going to be on a single app. It was like the other way around. It was like 70% were on the single app.
Yep,
I'm going like, I don't
that's
care if you
insane.
don't like their corporate culture. I don't care if you don't like their political stance. I don't care, whatever. You must be on both apps, and you must present yourself the opportunity to earn the most amount of money because you're out there. I
Mhm.
mean, look, they're giving you the flexibility to turn both apps on without too many penalties and decline bad trips. Okay, well, this driver did it and sent it to me, and these are the almost simultaneous screenshots. And it goes, power of multi-apping. Uber is surging $1.75, and at the same time, Lyft is at 240%. In
Woo!
surge, that's 12 for a short $5 trip, making that 5 into a $17 trip. With Uber, that same 5 trip would be 675. Why wouldn't you? Why would say can you explain this to me, Chris? Why wouldn't anybody not multi-app? Like why wouldn't they?
Because if I'm multi-apping, they're not going to be able to give me the rides, and then I won't make any money, and then I'll get in trouble, and I won't be able to drive for the platform anymore. I don't
Bro,
know.
that's
I
just
think that's the reason
ridiculous.
why, or someone thinks, oh, the loyalty, or what? I don't know, but I mean that picture, those two pictures, kind of sum it up perfectly. I mean, 240% versus 250. I don't know why he said 175. I see 250 there. Maybe exactly where it was sitting or something, but
Yeah, well,
um,
he's a little north. But the point I'm trying to make is, on all this segment is we got a multi-app. In fact, we
mhm.
should do like a little impromptu kind of a okay, so I don't know how many are you in the chat. If you're multi-apping, put 1. If you're on a single app, rideshare app, put 2. Let's see what we get. I sure hope I see nothing but ones. Because if you look, you're it's opportunity cost you're missing. It's situations like this that you're missing. It's different bonuses that are offered at different times by different companies. If they're shorter drivers, they will send you a bonus, regardless of what's going on in the city. I mean, if you're not multi-apping, you are leaving so much money on the table. that, and I'm not talking about all gig apps. I don't want you to go, oh, I have it, but I have eight apps on my phone. Okay. Now, but if you're just strictly doing rideshare, because we know a lot of rideshare drivers, Chris, don't like doing deliveries, and a lot of delivery drivers don't like doing rideshare, which is, again, that's also like
No,
backward
I
to me.
don't like doing deliveries. I hate it.
Okay, I get you.
I'd rather
I
do
get
food, or I mean, I'd rather drive people around. I like people, and I don't want to sit around waiting for food or any of that crap. And the pay is ridiculous. So I'm not a fan.
Okay, do I
I don't
totally
mind. Like, I don't mind if the pizzeria calls me up and says, "Hey, you wanna deliver for a shift? Sure, why not? I get paid hourly and tips on top of that. Sure,
yeah,
but not when it comes to Uber Eats or DoorDash. No effing
okay.
way.
Yeah, I mean, look, but my thing is maybe some delivery drivers would like to do just like our guy up in Washington State, right? He did deliveries for 4 years, and then he got a taste of rideshare. He can't get off of it now. It's like he goes like, why did I even do deliveries for 3 years, for 4 years? But the point is, you should be on both, and I see a lot of twos still. Lyft deactivation. Okay, well, that's another reason to do multi-apping. If you're doing a single app, you get deactivated. Now what do you have?
Yeah, now
Nothing.
you got to sign up for another app and wait, and
You got nothing.
hope that it won't take too long for you to get processed and be able to get online, make some money.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, you definitely should be on multiple platforms. And if you enjoy doing one thing, rideshare, food delivery, or vice versa, give it a try. I mean, I don't like food delivery when it comes to these apps, but I had a lot of bad taste when it came to it. Like a lot of bad McDonald's orders when Uber Eats first came out. So I still haven't gotten past that, and it might be a lot different today, but it's just something I just don't really need to worry about or care to worry about at this point. But yes, you should definitely be signed up on multiple platforms and using them all at the same time. Not necessarily dirty apping, but multi-apping at least. So you're on, you're opening yourself up to more requests. Let's just say you're on just Uber and Lyft. You just want to do rideshare. That's fine. Well, if you're just on Uber and something happens, maybe it's slow or whatever it might be. There could be a lot of different things going on. Maybe it's down. I mean, Cloudflare was down today. How many services were interrupted this morning?
There were.
A couple of weeks ago, AWS was down. How
Yep.
many services were unavailable? So, that's another thing. It seems like it's happening more and more every day, that there's some sort of disruption when it comes to a particular platform not necessarily being able to be online or connect. If you're on that platform and you can't connect, guess what? You're not getting paid. But if you're on another platform, they're using a different server or something, then you might be able to get rides. You might be able to continue on operating. You might be able to get out there and make some money, but you don't know. And then
Yeah.
another thing to take into account is these companies don't care. They're gonna just give you rides because you're the driver that's online in a particular area. And, when you're sitting there, if you don't have rides coming in and you're on two platforms instead of one, you have double the chance, double the opportunity. You have less potential downtime and more potential uptime. So if you are one of the people who put two, please download the other app, try it out. I understand if you got deactivated off one, that's different. But at least check the different apps that are also available in your area and check them out. See if you like them.
Yep, absolutely. And Josh, if no screenshot, it never happened. So email me. 640 yesterday, he says. And today I worked a total of 8 hours and did three rides. Okay, well, send us the screenshot. $640. That's just like the other guy that did $670. We like success stories, period. So but yeah, multi-apping is a must for many, many, many reasons. If not for the activation reason, I mean, you will get the look. All of us at some point will get deactivated for one reason or another.
Yep.
And then if that's your sole income, only source of income.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like one time when I was out driving, I started the night and I gave 3 rides on Uber, and at the end of the 3rd, I was deactivated because somebody said, "Oh, I looked tired." Like, "Bitch, I just started the fucking ride." Or I mean, I just started the night. So you know what? I said, "Screw you, Uber." And you know what I did? I turned on Lyft, and it was damn busy the whole night. So I
Yep.
just went back to back on Lyft, continued still getting money, blew past my goals of what I wanted to, and rest is history. So that's the other thing, not just a permanent deactivation, why you might be on one platform, but, the temporary ones. "Oh,
Well,
somebody's tired. Oh, they appear drunk. Oh, I smell weed in your car. Oh, fuck
well,
you."
the other thing is, as you know, Chris, Lyft is catching up to Uber. Lyft is taking market share, right? So there's
Hmm.
true that there are certain markets look, every market Uber dominates. There's 70-75% market
For the
share.
most part, yeah.
But
Well, though, that's the thing, though. Sometimes, if Lyft is coming to play ball,
yeah,
riders, they're not stupid. They're
yeah,
looking up both platforms. Why wouldn't you be doing the same exact thing? They're looking for the best price.
yeah,
If they're running, discounts or something that's going on, that can bring the platform to be even busier. So if you're
yeah,
just on Uber and Lyft is coming in, they're swinging some punches that day, you could be really missing some opportunities on that. And I've for my particular ride count, and I'm sure yours is probably pretty close. I have 4 times as many Uber rides as I do Lyft rides, but there are definitely some times when you are out there and it's just nonstop Lyft no matter what. Like Uber is dead as a doornail for some
yeah,
reason, and you're just getting pinged after ping after ping on Lyft. I don't know
yeah,
what's going on necessarily, but if you're not on one platform, you're sitting there waiting, hoping for a ride to come in
yeah,
when the other platform is just lighting up.
yeah, for sure. On my count, I have over 10,000, close to 11,000 trips. Mine is worse than yours. Mine is close to 8-1, Lyft
Yeah.
versus Uber, but that's 8,000 to 2,000. And I'm like, okay. Look, it depends on your city, this and that. I get it. But
Hmm.
Lyft is playing ball these days. Lyft is coming back. It's a resurrection of Lyft, let's call it. And, they're doing the right things by the riders, and they're doing the right things by some drivers. And you must multi-app. That's it.
Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, for all the people that put two, besides the fact if you're deactivated, please download the other app and sign up for it just in case.
Yep,
And then give it a try. It's literally the same thing under a different skin. That's
yep,
it.
yep. Definitely,
So, and
definitely.
then there are definitely some things that are better on Uber. There's definitely some things better on Lyft,
Hmm.
and you just have to figure out what you like, what you don't like, and kind of go from there. And then yes, there can be people that get in your car on one platform over the other. That may or may not be the people you want to necessarily get in your car.
Yep, absolutely. So
So,
multi-apping is a must.
all right, let's move on. Let's talk about competing with other drivers.
I don't know, bro. You
Oh,
sent me this.
notice.
I was like, "Is this real?" I'm like, "What?" And then you have to read the small print, though. But I was like, "Yeah, you go for this one." New Jersey drivers. Hey, look at you. You guys got upfront fares last week.
Ooh, hot
Ooh,
dog, man! You could get the New Jersey League. Who wants to be part of the New Jersey League and
yeah.
win up to $35?
I was like, this can't be real, but then it looks pretty real, and obviously it is real. There's a lot of Photoshop bullshit going on out there,
Yeah.
but no, this is
No, no,
real.
no. I'm going to say that nearly every single person in this chat will never see this, and there's a reason why.
Yeah,
Because this
of
is for
course there's a
new
reason why.
drivers only.
Yeah, for
So,
newbies, new
let's go
fresh
through. It
blood.
says join the New Jersey League to win up to $35. Woo!
Woo!
Compete with other new drivers like you by completing ride trips. Woohoo! Track your progress among other drivers in your community on a leaderboard. And how it works, the competition starts November 24th, 6 a.m. and ends November 30th, 8 p.m. The leaderboard
Copying
updates in
solo.
real time so you know where you stand. Drivers who complete the most ride trips and finish in the reward zone will win a reward.
Hmm?
First place is $35, second place is 25, third 20, fourth 15, fifth 10. But here's the best part. Then you
Yeah.
read the fine print.
Hmm?
Open illegal New Jersey residents residing in Uber's service market area with that are 18, have a valid driver's account with Uber app, have completed fewer than 15 lifetime trips as a driver with Uber. That's the
That's
biggest thing.
exactly.
Has
That's
opted
exactly why
into
none of you got
state.
this.
If you continue to meet the eligibility requirements, you will be auto-enrolled in the next available competition in your community unless you opt out. You can opt out by participating in a league at any time. Eligible participants who opt in will compete against other participants in their community, which shall be determined by Uber and its sole discretion. If there are not enough participants in the community, then no contest will occur in that community for the period. Each potential winner will be notified via email or phone. See full terms and conditions For complete details, including how to enter eligibility restrictions, price description, and limitations, void where prohibited, sponsored by Uber Tech Inc. Woo,
Wow. So
woo.
no wonder none of our New Jersey audience got any of this, because I usually I would get the email immediately, right? And
Yep.
then I didn't get it, and you sent it to me. I'm like, what? And then I read the small print. I go, oh, now we know why we
Yeah,
didn't
you got to
get
have
it.
at least 15 or less than 15
Less
lifetime
than
trips.
15. You literally have to be a complete newbie, maybe like a one day old, basically, because you would knock out 15 trips in a day. So you literally have to be born on the Uber platform, literally in one single 24-hour period,
My
and
first
you have a
time.
chance for the $35. And I'm
Woo,
like, okay. So this is, don't you think that this is kind of copying Solo and Gridwise though? Like, like
a
a
little
little,
bit, a little bit,
it's not a scam. It's not a scam. It's
but
real.
here's the thing. I mean, like, first off, how many people sign up for Uber and Lyft and never take a trip a day in their life? They actually sign up, but they never do it.
A lot. I bet you it's
A
a lot.
lot, a
I
ton.
bet you it's a lot.
So this is probably, trying to get them to take their first couple of trips
Yeah.
and get those people, addicted to that dragon. I
Well,
gotta chase that
but
dragon.
the thing that doesn't make sense is like, see, they're gonna get a lot of trips out of you to pay you $35, and the fifth place is $10. So you may do like, okay, so the top guy could do like 25 trips, let's say, and the fifth place guy could do 20 trips, but and I'm going like, $10, bro. Why even have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Just have,
I think what they
like
need to
throw
do
a
is
bunch of
add.
25s out there or something. I
You
don't
know what I
know.
think they need to do? Because this is clearly in place of new signups. Like, you remember back in the day when we signed up, it's like you give 100 rides and you get $1,500.
Oh, bro, come on now. Those days, those were the days. I
I
mean,
know
I
those
would
were the
get that
days,
week after week. Do
but here's the
100
thing.
trips, get 800. Do 100 trips, get 600. Do 100 trips,
Yeah,
get 900. I'm like,
what I
Jesus
think they
Christ.
need to do is add a 0 to each of those.
Yeah, that's
So
never going
first
to
place
happen.
350, second place 250, third place 200, fourth place 150, fifth place 100. I think that's
That would
more
be,
fair. I think that's doable. I think that's completely,
I think that,
especially if you're not paying any new driver sign up bonuses or anything at this point now.
not anymore. Not anymore. So is this over? Well, does it say on the, I can't see the little print, but does it say over what period? Is it over a week? Is it
Yeah, it's
over?
the 24th to the 30th this month.
Oh my God, they're gonna
Next
get
week.
like, maybe, okay, if you're full time and you want to win this thing for the 35, you may end up doing like 150 trips or some ridiculous shit for that week.
Maybe, but I
That'll
mean,
come down to like 20 cents a trip. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it. This is bullshit. Don't do
well,
it.
first of all, again, I don't think our audience would be able to qualify for this in any way because I guarantee you every single person has over 15 lifetime trips.
15 trips. What? That's another ridiculous
That's a
threshold, though.
brand new newbie.
Beyond newbie, for fresh born, just fresh born, just out of the womb, like, out of the Uber womb, Uber platform womb. But I was like,
Haven't even
okay,
gotten your fishing legs yet.
yeah, that's just, this is like, because they don't send any more quests anyway. Quests have been completely eradicated. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
mean,
I
literally,
mean,
like, they've been
you might
eliminated.
see a couple here or there pop up in like some rando market,
Yeah.
but other than that, yeah, it's next to 0.
So I was on the
Base
coast to
needs to do
coast.
more.
They did send a lot of folks um uh delivery trips, and a lot of the coast to coast folks who are veteran rideshare drivers, they all took the money. It was like, I think it was like 20 deliveries for $100 or something like that. Uber, you
Nice.
didn't send that to me. I would have done it. I mean, hey man, what's happening? But look, Uber knows, and then Uber knows when it's going to be busy. They have the data set, and then they'll just go, hey, we'll throw you some money just to get these orders out of the door. And I'll be like, okay, fine. So anyway, if you're a brand new newbie and you fall for this, I feel bad for you. I mean, I don't know, I mean, it ain't worth it. Don't do
Just
it.
make
But
sure it's not
then,
the guarantee though, like the where I see people 20 for 200. Yeah, just
oh
make sure
my
it's not the
God, where
guarantee.
was I?
So
What?
you're giving
Uber.
20 rides for a guarantee of $200. Well, what happens when you make 205 and you got nothing to show for it? Now, if it's $200 on top of it, that shit's money.
It's right there. Matt got it, and Matt knocked it out. 20 deliveries for 200, Chris.
Hell
You
yeah.
would do 20 deliveries for 200 extra.
That I would do.
Yeah, fuck, $10 in delivery. Just do like 1 mile trips. Just pick it up, drop it off.
Yeah, that I would do. That knock it off today.
I didn't sniff any of that. I didn't get any of that. You
Hell.
know, ice needs to hit Granada Hills real fast, because when I go out to eat, I see all these drivers on like multiple phones, and I'm pretty sure that it's not their account.
Oh, even better. Bonus not guaranteed. So that's where it's at.
Yeah. No
If you
guarantee.
get that, oh yeah, we'll give you $350 if you give 100 rides. Come on.
Look at this
there
shit.
You go.
See, that's how you knock it out right there. Boom. Take
What's up, Steve?
that.
Smash that like button. Actually, everybody smash that like button because you love this show.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, that's I was like, you must be less than 15 trips. Less than 15 trips. I don't remember, but my first day out 10 years ago, I think I did like 35 trips or something. And I was like, man. And it was money was coming in like ridiculous, surging 3x, 4x.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I was like, this is stupid. What's
So,
going wrong with this?
When I started driving Uber, it was 2016. I was driving in Charlotte, North Carolina. Holy crap. You're getting paid like, I'm like, I really got paid that much to go this far? Really? Yeah. Now it's like, you're joking me, right? I would never accept that.
That's the pendulum, baby. That's the pendulum.
Oh my God, completely.
You'd be like, with the bonuses, it'd be like $70 an hour, solid money.
Oh God,
like literally like solid $70 every week after week. I'd be like, yep, thank you. But then who knew? Who knew it would be like this? Well, look where we are. So now we're doing $2.62 trips. So
like, well, hey, if ICE can do their job, then you might get a little bit of bonus coming back. Just saying.
I agree. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Anyway, but how come I'm not a moderator for the rideshare guy?
Because you don't got the quick finger like I do.
We're enough. We allow a lot, but once in a while we send people to YouTube hell, so it's all good. Yep. Anyway, so yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about New York pushing algorithmic Pricing Disclosure Act.
I like this quite a lot. So now, this is for the riders and delivery customers. Okay, Chris?
Yep.
So, a New York law requires businesses to disclose when they're using algorithms to determine prices. So this does seem like the algorithmic way. This is algorithmic discrimination on the rider and delivery
customer side.
customer. Uber and DoorDash users started encountering the disclosures on Monday when the law took effect. The law doesn't require companies to disclose exactly how the information affects prices. Of course not. The state's Algorithmic Pricing Disclosure Act. I like this quite a bit. Now, at the end, I'll say, why not for the drivers? Same thing for the drivers. How about that? Took effect on Monday. Under the law, businesses have to tell customers when they're using their personal data, such as where they are, what they've purchased in the past, to determine prices. Hell yeah. For some New York residents, the first sign of new law was a message that popped up on their phone screen while ordering food delivery. Okay. And a study conducted earlier this year found that upfront pricing has helped Uber determine the most money that riders are willing to pay for a trip. No shit. Yeah, here comes.
There it is. The tactics that help the company become profitable.
No shit. And we're definitely due for a call to Eric at More Perfect Union, and we must do our rider test now. Uber said, this is out here. Uber said that in June that its algorithms do not use information about an individual rider or driver's personal characteristics. Bullshit. Yeah, bullshit. Anyway, so what do you guys think about this?
Not, but they hired an AI, and the AI does.
Yeah, of course not. Machine learning. Yeah, you can't beat the algos. But what do you think about this, Chris? I like this quite a bit.
I like it. So if I go to Wendy's or something, I can see that they are using dynamic pricing, and then I can say, you know what, screw you guys, and you can, and I'm not paying for the order anymore.
Take that frosty and shove it up your, you know what?
Yep.
But no, I do like this quite a bit. So now, New York legislators, you must do this for the driver as well, because we have proven beyond the shadow of the doubt, although Uber has responded 6 months after they did a panel and figured out how to respond, why prices were getting different, and blah, 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 blah.
They use ChatGPT to come up with a response and figure out,
So,
hey, we need to know, how can we make this look okay?
I don't know if they use ChatGPT, but they spent, it was 6 months later, they came back, oh, by the way, I'm like, where were you guys like a week later? You guys have like 33,000 engineers there. But I like this quite a lot, actually. And I think it's time that we do this on the driver's side. We call it Algorithmic Disclosure Act for the drivers. There you go. That's what we need. Yeah.
Yep. All I know is, though, I'll keep you posted on if I see anything that's like in an actual store. But you probably won't really, because not too many places are. I mean, you still got the paper stickers for pricing in pretty much everywhere. So it's not like Walmart that has digital stickers or anything. It's all still paper.
Okay. He's testing me, Chris. With one click, I can send you to YouTube jail. You know that, right?
You know what? What's funny is, don't you drive? So aren't you being paid by Uber and Lyft?
We're definitely getting paid by Uber and Lyft. Wait until next week. You'll figure that out. We're definitely.
I mean, literally, seriously, every single person in this chat is getting paid by Uber or Lyft or Lyft.
Show me the money. Sponsored by Uber Enterprises. Yeah, but anyway, so
he's your sugar daddy, huh?
I know you're messing with me, but I'm going to send you to YouTube heaven in a second. So anyway, but no, I like Buddha. He's a local guy, and but no, I do like this Algorithmic Discrimination Act, 100%. We need to do it for the driver now. We need to pass a law for the driver. Yeah. Upfront fares have not been friendly to driver pockets. So
it'd be nice. I'd rather see Seattle rates, but I don't care about the pricing. I'd rather just see Seattle rates. That's it.
Yeah. No, I like this quite a bit.
Actually, you know what? I wish I could just be re-grandfathered into the rates that I was making when I first signed up, as we were supposed to. How many times did it say, oh, you're grandfathered in, because it was the 80/20, and then it was the 75/25, blah, 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 blah.
What?
I heard about that.
Okay, send me an email. And we'll talk about that next
week. We need to see an email on that.
See, Lyft. This is going sideways, Lyft. Seriously, Lyft. We like the preferred driver. We like the tipping thing in the app. Now, like after a couple, 3 weeks, a month, you just got taking all the stuff back. Uber does that. You guys shouldn't be doing that. You guys shouldn't be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Do you like preferred driver? Because it's literally just advantage mode.
No, I mean, I like it because, look, then you can turn them into private clients and shit like that. Okay, I like it. I mean, I'm not, but look, all I know is I'm just kind of
confused. Preferred driver is the same thing as advantage and standard.
Possibly.
The favorite driver, I'm thinking, is what you're talking about, is where a customer can favorite the driver and then get them again later.
Oh, they're separate?
Preferred driver is Lyft's program that is literally advantage standard mode. That was rolled out a couple months ago.
Oh, that's true. No, actually,
so if preferred driver is getting is ending, you know what that means? That just means advantage standard preferred driver is crap, where they're trying to get you with a percentage acceptance rate, just isn't working.
Okay, so I take it back. Lyft, I take that back. I mixed it up with the favorite driver. Okay, cool.
So yeah, that's what I'm assuming, is that's what they're talking about when it comes to
right. I take it back.
Preferred drivers. You get the 5% if you hit the thresholds for acceptance rate, cancel rate, smooth cruiser report, and like the safety violations or flags or whatever it is.
I got you. Okay, I'm my bad. I mixed it up. Favorite versus preferred.
Here's the deal. You know what that shows me?
What's that show you?
It didn't work.
None of these
People
things
are
work,
not
bro.
stupid. People are not stupid that they're not going to take rides that still aren't going to pay them or be worth their time. If you start paying appropriately, drivers will accept the rides. That is why you need to have the GigU app and the profit calculator, so you know what your costs are. You could even use Gary's app for his calculator. They both do the same thing, so you know exactly how much it is per mile for you to drive. And then if you see that come in at a ride request and you say, "Huh, that is way lower than anything. I am not going to make money. I'm going to lose money on that ride. I ain't going to take it." Same
Yeah.
thing. If a ride comes in and it's above, hey, that meets my threshold, I'm good to go.
I like both apps a lot, actually. You know, Gary's Maximo and GigU. I wish they. I mean, I have an Android. It's not for me. No big deal for me. But Apple iOS users cannot use
I
those apps,
know.
which I think that would be like whoever comes up with that side, bro. I think is gonna kill it. And so yeah,
I mean,
but
you can
no,
sideload apps, but the problem is they're sandboxed, so it doesn't. You can't do the overlays or anything like that. So uh, that's part of the problem when it comes
yeah,
to uh, Apple.
yeah,
But
for sure.
I think, you know what? Screw Apple, screw Google. I think I'm just going to go with one of those Brax Me phones. I'm getting sick and tired of all the tracking bullshit. And
Yeah,
then every other day, I'm getting some email or letter and says, "Oh, your data has been found in a hack. Here's 3 years of Equifax. Well, you can make sure you pay attention."
that's
I'm so sick
meaningless.
of this fucking crap.
Means nothing. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Maybe Elon will come up with that. But he said on Joe Rogan, he said there's no plans for a cell phone. So okay,
No, I know.
yeah,
I'll go with the Brax Me. That's the one with the internet privacy guy. I don't know if you ever watched him,
yeah,
but yeah. And then that way I could get GigU and all the other ones on there too.
yeah, for sure.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's talk about the highest external fee we have seen.
As the way I haven't seen any higher. I
Absolutely
got this a couple days ago.
insane.
This is from Jersey, actually. A lot of things are happening in Jersey, Chris. I don't know what's going on in Jersey.
I don't
So I'm
know. You
like,
know what I noticed though is not Uber. Lyft seems to be taking away quite a few things that they rolled out.
yeah, well, you know how that goes.
Maybe because they realized that it all sucked anyways.
Hi Sergio. This trip from from the Jersey Shore to the north. I usually don't take trips this low, but it was my last trip home, going real close to my house. So I wish Jeremy saw this when because I know he didn't like when I said 70/30 is hocus pocus. You know, he didn't like that. I could tell his face changed and whatever. But Jeremy, look at this, Jeremy. Explain this to me, Jeremy. Somehow, somehow,
Explain it like I don't understand anything.
yeah. Explain this to me like I'm like a fourth grader. Okay, I just don't. Anyway, external fees $98, Chris, at 103 customer fare. How's this? How
First
I
of
mean,
all, first of
I
all,
don't think we're
look,
gonna get one
hey,
that's
hey,
like external fees higher than the fare now. It's like,
first of all, let's go over things. This is a ride that came in just before 6 p.m. So it was 5:50 where the ride was accepted. And it's a 55-mile trip.
yeah,
Okay. So right there, the passenger paid almost $2 a mile for that. So they ended up paying $103.17 was what the passenger paid.
yeah.
Lyft's external fee was $98.87 out of that. That means there was $5 left over for you. The algorithm is like, wait a minute, hold on. We can't do that because um ouch.
Okay,
So
so you
Lyft
know,
ended up having to pay 25.87, and then the tolls was 9.56, and the driver only earned 39.73, and that included the tolls. So they only got paid $30 on that trip. 30.20 to be specific.
yeah. Well, the take the whatchamacall out, right? The toll out. Lyft makes it look like here they lost money, they put money out of their pocket, Chris. So Jeremy, look at this, Jeremy. This is why we call this hocus pocus, Jeremy. It just doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense. Okay, Chris, can you explain to this crowd what's going on here? Okay, folks, we have two formats, vertical and horizontal. Going to not portrait mode. What is the other mode that they have?
Go back into your subs feed. And there's two ones. You see a vertical format, you see the horizontal format. Click the one that you prefer.
Yeah,
there you go.
Click either one. You like it vertical, there's a little cell phone next to it. Click that one. If you don't like it, then you'll click the other one without the little logo next to it. It's not that difficult, for God's sakes. Anyway, so back at the ranch. 98.87 out of 103.17 was external expenses. And Lyft said, and Jeremy said that a major part of it, which I'm assuming 90+% of it, is commercial insurance. How so?
Yeah,
how?
But how is it almost $2 a mile for? I mean, again, the ride was 55 miles, and the external fee was $98. Almost $99, 98.87.
Mm-hmm.
What? How does
I
that
don't
make
know.
any sense? That doesn't even make California sense.
No, this Jersey is supposed to be one of the lower external fee states, by the way. So hocus pocus. I mean, there you go. I mean, how does any of this make sense? And then, so okay, Chris. So now this overall will affect this driver's 70-30 split without a question. Okay?
Oh yeah.
So I'm going like, that's why we call it hocus pocus.
What would you consider the 70-30 split? I think at that point they would say 100-0 or no, actually they would say higher because they had to pay out. So it'd be like 2,000 to 0.
Yeah, because I personally, well, I mean, transparency is one thing, but then when it becomes uncommon sense like this, then I'm like, I give up. I can't make sense any of this shit.
And then here's the best part. Sergio, or this person who sent us this. So this was on November 11th. What did it say on November 12th? Because I bet the numbers were different.
I would actually, I'll go back to him and email him. So send me the screenshot from the day after, because,
or at least from now.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand. I mean, none of it makes sense. I get that part, but then this was the highest. So, folks, if you do see something like this, send it to me. In fact, I will send this segment to Jeremy. Go, Jeremy, explain this to me. 98,087 out of $103 was external expenses. So how do you not call that hocus pocus, Jeremy? And then we'll see what he says. But send me these screenshots, please. Sergio at the rideshareguy.com. If you see like some ridiculous external expenses, like what was that? That was like 95% of the fare was external expenses, pretty much somewhere in that range.
Over that. I mean, 103 to 98.87.
97%. So send it to me. Send it. And then we'll ship it to Jeremy. Go, Jeremy, see, this is why we call it hocus pocus, Jeremy.
Steve, they do. They do have all the chat on StreamYard. So if you're not noticing, if you're multi-streaming to both vertical and horizontal, you'll see all of the chat in StreamYard when you're doing your lives.
Luckily, we're not putting the chat on top of me here, so which is good. I did that one time. I was like, "What the hell? I can't see myself now." So
there you go.
Okay, the two streams are cool, but you can't tell them apart. Really, Chris? Don't we have that little cell phone thing next to one of the streams, bro?
Hold on.
What is happening here, man?
Pause for the cause. Go to your sub feed. Okay, the one that actually shows right here. The normal thumbnail that you all see, that is the vertical, okay? And then if you scroll a little down and you see a picture of Sergio and myself, just like that, that is the vertical stream. That is how you tell the difference. So that is how you do it, okay?
And then isn't there a little phone logo next to the vertical stream? Like a little phone logo?
And then not only in that, when you see next to our mugs right here, and not the normal thumbnail that you know and love, there's a little cell phone that shows vertical.
There you go. See? There. Nobody asks for this. Well,
Okay,
we know, but we like it.
A lot of people like vertical streams, so that's why you you go on the horizontal. It's up to you. It's YouTube.
We like it.
Yeah.
Tough shit, Lelius. It looks the same on a PC. Yeah, I will, because you need to pick one.
If you don't like it, buy the rideshare guy and then say no, just one stream.
Yeah, just send us a complaint letter. Let's see where that goes. It'll be just like Uber's support department. But we're very disturbed. That's anyway.
Show us.
No,
Yes, I know.
Lelius, just pick one, Lelius. Lelius, you fly planes, Lelius. For fuck's sake, Lelius, just pick one.
Yeah, just remember, all you got to do, it's 2 streams, 2 separate streams. That's how YouTube does it. You can't just do one or the other. So that's how you got to do it. You don't like it, then switch to the other one.
You're definitely going to YouTube jail. One more comment like that. Bunch of boomers. Boomers have all the money. That's why all the
you can't. You can only combine the chats like what we see on StreamYard, the YouTube chats, because it's technically 2 separate streams. Then seriously,
Harry doesn't give a shit. it'll come to me eventually, and I'll be like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, the fact if you can't pick one stream over the other because you don't, then
you have problems.
Really, you might not want to be driving.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing any of that. But anyway, if you pay Sergio and Chris $1,000 a week, they will only do. Yeah, okay. Well, we can handle that. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
In fact, we'll do 2 streams.
I do
for $1,000, we'll do 2 streams.
PayPal friends and family discount only.
Oh, now even Matt just figured this out, bro. Okay, well, okay, we're all settled now. Are we all good now? Okay, let's go.
If you really want, we're also streaming on X, so you can just go to X.
Yeah, you can go to X. Okay, what happened to
you won't have the chat at all.
What happened to our Facebook? What happened to our LinkedIn? What happened to our?
That's Harry's problem, not mine.
Harry, get us back on this shit. Anyway, all right.
Harry.
See, this is the way to do it. Look at SB rides. Look. See what I mean? Right there.
There you go. Hell yeah.
That's how you do it. See my big ass nose.
Hey, you know what?
Big ass 72-inch screen.
I hear there's going to be a 98-inch TV for under $1,000 at Walmart. I don't know how true that is, but I keep seeing pictures of it scrolling through Facebook all the time. So if you want a 100-inch screen for under $100, under $1,000, I want to go.
Yeah. Sergio, still accepting only 25 plus hour drives is the minimum you should be accepting, because after expenses, you're down to like 17, 18. Yeah. So it's not a green question. It's a good question, but you should not be accepting anything less than that. And hopefully you know how to do the calculations. You add P2, P3, see how many of those are in 60 minutes, and you'll figure out what your active hour is. If not, download Gary Middleton's Maximo if you have an Android, and then you just set your filter, and then it will decline all those garbage trips for you. So there you go.
Oh, that 100-inch screen was only $359 at Walmart. What? Oh yeah.
100 what? What is happening?
Hold on, let me go to Walmart and look in their Black Friday
100-inch TV for $369. Yes, I like it.
All right, let's see their
Arıla civer tabii. Fenerbahçe forever. Mini Ice Ages Raleigh. Yeah, they're not hitting LAX, bro. Last week I was at LAX. There was a 50-car lineup outside the pen. The pen was so full. Hey, Ice, we need to get down to LAX. Pronto. Chop.
What was the cost? You said 3 what?
What is happening? Are we shopping now? What's going on?
$359. Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool.
That's the best way to watch our rideshare guy on a freaking 100-inch TV.
100-inch TV for $399?
Samsung 65-inch for $328. Damn.
I already have a 75-inch, so I'm not sure I need a 65-inch. So this is all Black Friday deals? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, right here. Wow. TCL 98-inch Q Series TV, $998.
But what is it? Is it like a LED or what is it?
TCL. Oh, it's like the Roku one.
Oh, okay, whatever. Who watches TV these days anyway? Does anybody watch TV these days? I don't watch any TV anymore.
I stream.
Yeah, I mean I stream too. But like I have Roku stick on every TV, and then I'll just although
You know what? Here's a better
yeah,
idea. Instead of spending $359 or $998 or any of those, go invest it.
we could get there if we have time at the end of the show.
Go
Oh, look
invest
at Lelius is all over us today, bro.
it.
Bro, if I
Well,
find you
you
in
know what?
Pasadena,
Here's the thing. Never connected to the internet. You subsidize it. You get the subsidized TV because they're going to try to steal your information, all your data and all that crap through the TV. If you never connect it to the internet, you get the subsidization for free.
that's right. And
And then
Lelius,
all
I
you got
will
to do is
find
put like a
you.
Roku stick.
Lelius, I will find you in Pasadena. So, okay, hold on a second.
I mean, please tell me
There's
where
a
this
serious
American made
question
TV.
from a rookie. Hold on. Figures out hourly rate, you accept every rate. Huh? No. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It
yes.
figures out
Yeah, you
hourly
gotta-
rate, and then once it's above your filter, it accepts all the rights. Yes, it does. If you have an Android. Gig you or Maxima. Go for it. Download it and have fun with it. Then you don't have to watch the garbage trips and have it upset you. So not how it appears, Chris. Okay, we're having a problem here, Houston. Houston, we have a problem. What is happening here?
What?
I don't know. People are all confused about this vertical versus horizontal shit. We like it. Tough shit. Get used to it. There you go.
Figure out the stream.
Figure the shit out.
Remember, it's plain and simple. Go to your subscription feed at the bottom. Subscribe, little subscribe button. Click it. And then you will see two streams. You will see one with our little mugs up and me on top, Sergio on bottom, as the way it always is. That's the vertical. That's the vertical. Then, if you see the normal thumbnail that you've known for the last 180-ish, whatever amount of episodes that we've done, then you literally that's the vertical. That's the normal horizontal. So if you want the normal horizontal, all you gotta do, click the normal thumbnail that you always see. But if you see Sergio and myself, top bottom, that's vertical. And if you don't like vertical, don't click that one.
Hey, breaking news.
What?
Gary, looks like Show Me the Money sponsorship in your future, Gary.
Gary, email me though. I want to know because if you need help testing
He has
this
an
out,
iPhone. He has an iPhone.
yeah, if you need help testing this out, let me know. Email me.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, let's move on.
Of course, he loves being the bottom guy. What do you think?
No. Let's not even fucking go there. Let's move on. Let's move on. It's confusing. Lelius, you fly planes, Lelius. How's this confusing, Lelius? I swear to God, he's a flight instructor. For fuck's sake. You fly planes, but you can't figure this shit out?
Instructors, they're usually nowhere near as good as the actual people doing it.
Oh! I heard that whip sound all the way from Buffalo to Pasadena.
Just playing Lelius.
Anyway, all right, let's go. I
have a hard
stop today.
Next topic. If you don't like vertical, that's too goddamn bad.
Yeah, fuck it. Just don't watch.
But in reality, let's go to Lyft shaving and talk about that.
Okay, this is going on. This had stopped. This is back. Lyft. Okay, seriously. Why do we have to do this? You know you're gonna get caught. So why are we going through this again? We had this epidemic, whatever the fuck this was, a year ago, and then it went away. Was thankfully grateful, and then now it's back. So this driver is in a 50% turbo area before a scheduled trip, picks up the 50%, and then finishes the scheduled trip, and of course they don't pay him the 50%. And I'm like, okay, and it's bullshit. So then he wants to chat. Well, we know where that's going to end up. So chat goes, no, the upfront is 1503. So therefore, the earnings for the ride are correct, Matthew. He goes, there is this thing called evidence. See, drivers think like they're talking to like a human with common sense in this. So, well, that's number one mistake right there. So this is illegal wage theft. Okay. And then the chat goes, my apologies. This was the outcome this was not the outcome you were expecting, Matthew. But I've made sure to check the rate carefully and the earnings are correct. He goes, 50% of 1503 is not $1.75. And here's the chip that showed up. 1679, Chris. They paid the guy 1679, stole. He goes, 50% of 1503 is more like 7.5. And then Lyft support goes, no, it's 1679. So he sent it to me. So Lyft, I'm going to send this to you. We don't need to play this game. We don't need to be Uber. We just be Lyft. We'll be the good guys. We pay the people what they deserve. And this guy was pissed, bro. We have like a 14-string email exchange. I'm going like, finally, did you get paid? He goes, no, they're not paying me. I'm like, there's not much I can do about any of that. But long story short, the scheduled trip shaving is back with the vengeance, and I do not like it. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So there you go.
Yep. So in other words, just pay attention to everything, as we always say.
Yeah. I mean, why? Why do we stoop to these levels? We just pay the people. They're doing the work for you. You guys wait until Uber and Lyft. You guys wait until next week. But not that you guys are going to do much about it. I already know. But hey, you never know. You never know. You never know. Anyway, so please, so if you guys have these kind of thing happening again to you guys on scheduled trips, you pick up a turbo, not the regular turbo. I'm talking this, the new flash turbo, right? You pick it up before a scheduled trip, you should get paid for your scheduled trip, plus that turbo, flash turbo, or prime time is called now, or whatever it's called now. I think it's called flash turbo. It used to be like this. We fixed it, and now we're back. So if you guys have these on scheduled trips that you're not getting paid the turbo or the bonus or whatever, email them to me. So I'll send them to Lyft, and hopefully they'll fix it again. So,
yep, hopefully. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Waymo is over 1 million trips a month in California.
They are. So that's 1 million trips less for drivers, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Self-driving taxi company Waymo is now doing 1 million rides per month in California, a 3x increase over the past year and 26x increase over the past 2 years. And commensurately, on the right-hand screenshot, Waymo's in 2026, they're going up to close to 3,000 cars. And today, Chris, my newsfeed was full of new cities Waymo's announced, launching at, like at least 5, 6, or 7 more cities. Okay,
Miami, Dallas, Houston, and more.
there you go. So in the San Francisco area now, they have 1,000 cars, Chris. And San Francisco is a perfect city for Waymo, 7x7. And they're definitely taking trips away from Uber and Lyft drivers. Los Angeles, we're up to 700 now. It's getting there. Phoenix, 500. Atlanta and Austin, 200. That doubled. It was 100. And Atlanta, 100. So these numbers are going to go nothing but up. And if you guys are ignoring this shit, the tsunami coming at you, again, I'm not telling you that rideshare is going to go away completely, but if you guys notice, these are all big cities, metropolitan areas, busy, like with folks, right? And they are definitely going to take away trips.
So I'm on a website right now, and it's telling me live commercial service, which is bookable now, is Phoenix, San Fran, LA, Austin, and Atlanta, which we knew about. And then it says imminent launch, testing ops in Miami, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, and Orlando. Whatever happened to Denver and Seattle? I don't see that on here.
Well, they already launched, probably.
No, they said it doesn't show. It's the where it's live for booking already is Phoenix, San Fran, LA, Austin, and Atlanta. Okay. It doesn't say anything about Denver or Seattle.
Well, they didn't announce that they're pulling back, so I don't know. Maybe they had a change of heart. Maybe they had a change of heart. How do you all drive for Uber and Lyft at the same time? You just turn both apps on, my man. Preferably, you should have two phones. One phone running off the hotspot of the main phone. Buy yourself a cheapy phone and download the app, and that way you don't drive blind. That's the way I do it. But you can do it on one phone. I mean, no big deal.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, this is coming, man. Next year they're going to have close to 3,000 cars, and higher and higher and higher from there. I mean, they are testing in a lot of cities. They're launching in a lot of cities. I don't know, Chris. Utilization rates are about to hit the shit. And this will hurt the cherry pickers, by the way, because cherry pickers do like doing short surge trips, if there is such a thing anymore. And yeah, Uber can say all they want. Last week they said, "Oh, even Austin drivers are actually making more money since Waymo showed up." I'm going like, I sent an email actually to Ryan, whose data we used on my article, saying that in every city that Waymos are in, earnings are down, utilization rates are down, dollars per trip is down, and per trip requests are down per driver. And Uber goes, no, 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 no. Everything's great. In fact, Waymos in Austin drivers are making more money than ever. I'm going like, I sent it to Ryan. I go, who's right, Ryan? Are you guys right? Or he's laughing. He goes like, no, they're full of shit.
Well,
And
let's see. Data versus trust us, bro.
yeah, just trust us, bro. It's all good. The Dara said that on the
Just
not Go
trust us,
Get
bro.
25. What
No,
was
I want to
that?
see I want to see the hard data.
They won't do it. See, they let the dirty work done. Okay, there's this new study that Tip You in the app, our good friend in Syracuse, Levi Spires, did a great video on. He analyzed it. I read the whole thing. I didn't even put it through ChatGPT. That's how much I fucking was interested in this. And I was like, this is so full of shit. So they do or they allow someone else to do the dirty work. And then they go, independent study says Uber drivers in Chicago, Portland, and there was one more city. 3 cities they picked. They cherry picked 3 cities. And they said the money they make per online hour is very similar to other jobs. They compared it to all these other jobs. But then the way they calculated all that was so bad. So I tweeted it out. I go, Uber study, so-called independent study, looks like an old Swiss cheese with so many holes in it. It's laughable. And Chris, they use 2024 data. We're almost in 2026, Uber. Wake the fuck up. Okay. So I'm like, chuck that data. But then when we do stuff like this, what does Uber always come back? They go, oh, limited scale, not enough sample size, blah, blah, blah. Well, how about you? Why did you only pick those 3 cities, Uber? Why don't you do a nationwide one? Huh? Yeah. Anyway. But look, these things are coming, folks. I mean, I'm telling you, whatever big city you're in, I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
Just get
700 in LA is a
a
lot.
bunch of baby dolls.
And they're
And
getting on the freeways now, folks, by the way.
ugh,
They're getting on the freeways now.
ugh.
Legally, with
No,
passengers
thank
in
you.
it. So watch out. Watch out. So
Oh,
that's
thank you.
why you need to think of your financial future pretty soon. But anyway. So
Pass on that.
do you just ignore requests? I like these questions. Yes. You completely decline and recline. That's what you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
If
Don't.
it doesn't match your criteria, pass. If it does, take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do not take every trip.
Don't be
Because,
afraid to not take requests.
yeah.
That's what they want you to believe. Don't. I mean, we could ask everybody's acceptance rate in here right now, and you will see some that are absolutely next to zero or very close to it.
I think that's too low. You got to make money at some point. But the other thing is, urban driver, you are not obligated to decline and to take every trip. You're not. Okay.
Yeah.
And you are in it for you. You're not in it for Uber. You're not in it for the rider. You're not in it for your dad. You're just in it for you. You're out there to make the most amount of money. You're out there to make not the most amount of money, to be the most profitable driver you can be, and then it will equal to most amount of money. See, look at these proud
Yeah, look at this. This is all single-digit acceptance
single
rates.
digits. Look at all these proud boys.
So that
And
means
even
out
with
of 100 rides, only 6 or 3%, 3 of them have been accepted.
yeah,
So no, you don't need to worry about that. Make sure you take the ones that make financial sense to you, and the ones that where you want to go. So if you don't want to go to a particular area because it's not going to be busy, or it's not going to surge, or you're trying to stay in a certain area, or whatever it might be, you don't have
you,
to take those rides.
you're talking to the wrong people. Urban driver, urban dyer, DIYer. Yeah. No, you're at the right place. Stay here. Don't go anywhere. Number one. Number two, I did this wonderful behind the wheel with Lindsay Stamp, who was in Pittsburgh. His proof is in the pudding. Okay. All she does is drives 3, 4, 5 hours a week and stacks Bitcoin for herself. All the money she makes on Uber, she buys Bitcoin. Great idea. Amazing, amazing young lady. And we were doing the behind the wheel, and she goes like, I just accept everything. And I go, no, we don't do that. We accept like what we like to accept. She did that, Chris. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. She does these things, shorts called Uber Chronicles. Her earnings, Chris, went up 50%. 50%. She's on the same 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, and earnings are up 50%. She goes, I don't know why I didn't that before. I'm like, yeah, because everybody thinks
They don't want you to know that.
Everybody thinks you need to accept, or you're going to go hungry. No, there's enough demand out there. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's good.
Yep. All right. So, who in here enjoys the winter activities like
Not me.
snowboarding or skiing or something like that? Tubing. Well, did you know there's an Uber for that? With
Fucking
Uber introducing Uber Ski.
Fucking Uber. They have Uber boat, Uber plane, Uber horse,
You know what? No,
whatever.
it kind of makes sense though that you could just potentially, um, book at a different ski resort. So then you just can order and get your lift passes and all that stuff. So it's much more seamless. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Uber helicopter, yeah, for sure. Uber everything. Uber super Uber app. So Uber introduces Uber
I'm
Ski.
waiting for Uber Escort.
That
Yeah.
makes so much sense, but I think it will be illegal. Like if you, right? Don't you think it'll be illegal?
What? I didn't say sleep with the person. I said escort. What's the
Oh,
difference?
like the geisha girls in Japan that just keep you company and talk to you and
Yeah, they
shit.
just keep you company, and then hey, it's their choice if they want to bang after at the end of the night.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
mean, it's highly recommended, and it even says in the app, it's highly recommended. It's not. It's like tipping. Tipping is not guaranteed, but
It's not guaranteed. No happy ending guarantee, but it's possible. Uber introduces Uber Ski, allowing users to book rides in nearly 40 ski resorts in the US and Europe and reserve up to 90 days in advance. The service partners with Vail Resorts, enabling in-app purchase Epic Passes. Uber also expanded its Uber Share feature to more airports. Now, I don't know why they squeezed that in there. Okay, that's another thing. DIY, whatever your name was, I forgot your name. Don't ever do share trips out of airports DIY. Don't ever do that. Here's another tidbit for you. So, what do you say about this, Chris? Do you ski or do you snowboard or do you
I
visit the
hate
mountains? You have enough snow in your backyard, so I don't think you need to do any of that shit.
Well, luckily, I don't have anything. It's actually been pretty nice, and hopefully, it stays that way. But I don't know. It kind of makes sense. I mean, if you think about it, like if you want to be like, oh, I want to go into, if I'm in Vermont, and I want to go to Stowe, and then I want to go across the mountain to Smuggler's Notch, or I want to go into the Adirondacks in New York or something. You can.
Yeah, I mean,
Makes it
I'm
simple. It makes it easy. You don't have to deal with the lines and all the crap when you get there.
no,
So
Lilius. This is about the ski resort, the pass that you get on the lift and shit.
yeah, this is. I mean, you're probably going to take an Uber there, but this is
Yeah.
all also so you can actually get the ski passes.
Okay, Lelius is high. Something's going on with Lelius. Usually he's not this like scattered, but like anyway. So what do you guys say? Uber ski? Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm waiting for Uber
Uber Safari. There's Uber Safari. You
I
can
want
do
Uber
that.
Scuba. Where's Uber Scuba so I can go scuba diving?
No, that would be too much liability. Imagine that you book
What are you talking about? All I have
a.
to do is book my Uber. You know what? I'm waiting for them to come out with like Uber um, excursion. So
Yeah,
you can just get like different excursions in your area, or if you're traveling somewhere, different excursions. Why
I
not?
have it.
Why not just do that too, Uber? By the way, if that comes out, I'm suing you for taking my idea, and I'm getting paid for that shit. So come out
they,
with it.
they
And
have.
if you really want to just not get curtailed by the law, and gobstopped, then email me first.
You
We'll
need
talk about a
to
nice little
trademark that
payday.
idea, buddy. You need to
What?
you need to trademark that idea immediately, because they will steal it from you, and they have
Called
more
Uber
lawyers
Uber
than you do.
excursions.
They have more lawyers than you do. But
Oh, but the thing is, I have something right now. It's called actual time-stamped proof.
yeah, well, so Uber ski. There's a lot of a lot of things you can do in the Uber app. I mean, look, they are the super app at the moment, from deliveries to verticals, other verticals, groceries, alcohol, food. Now, ski in Greece, they have boats or whatever in the Mediterranean. You can do what do you call those? Obviously, helicopters. You can do unimagine, safari. Okay, there's definitely Uber Safari. I know that you can book a safari on Uber.
Uber boat, so you can go get that surge that's in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, even that you can do. Look, it's a super app for sure, and they keep adding these layers, and I mean, don't bother me any, but this is a good thing. It's a good thing. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's answer some questions. I highlighted a couple of questions. You can put those up. Any advice on longer trips today? Uber tried to trick me with a $30 an hour ride that was on a no nature hikes, especially
Unless it's going to an area that's
if you
busy.
think it's a dead mile return, you have to divide that by 2. If you think it's a dead mile return. Now, if it's an hour and a half away, it's taking you to a really busy area. For example, if you're in West Hollywood and it's taking you to Disneyland, I may do that, because from Disneyland I'll probably catch up a trip going back to LAX and shit like that. But if you're going to the boondocks, absolutely not. Decline and recline immediately. Immediately. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Okay. Are we done?
Yep.
Okay.
So
yeah.
quite a few different things. Be careful with the that scheduled trip shaving event that you're taking scheduled trips or anything like that. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. And by next week, please figure this out. Vertical versus horizontal shit, folks. Number 1. Number 2, they're taking you to the mountains? Absolutely not. No, hell no. No. Decline. My best rides led to the boondocks?
Boondock Saints.
Bullshit. There's no good return trips and boondocks. None. Yeah, they even tipped you. And then how about the return? Urban DIYer? Now what? Dead mile, dead miling back. You don't figure that part out? No. Scheduled trip shaving. Yeah, we just
Yeah,
talked
we just
about it.
talked about
Sergio, I sent you an email. Yes, I did get the email. I read it. Uber is expanding it to San Diego now. If you're a San Diego driver, now you're gonna have female to female
that. Ooh.
drivers in San Diego. What else is going on? Not much else is going on. Well, we have 3 minutes because I need a hard stop at 4:30. Anyway, so did you get my newsletter about the rule of 72 yesterday, Chris?
I got something. Yeah, I didn't read it yet though.
Well, come on, man.
Dude, I'm
So
working on a 3,500 piece brick engine.
I did.
So
It's just like a 4-minute read, 3-minute read. Okay, folks. I
know,
have a
but
new
this thing's
website.
taking me
I have a
hours.
new website. Go
Right.
www.sergioavedian.com. Go subscribe to the free newsletter. It's a free newsletter. I'm not selling you anything. I'm not doing anything. I don't have Discord, none of that shit. Free newsletter. It's going to teach you all about financial freedom and how to get there. Yesterday's was the fourth or the fifth blog article or newsletter article that went out. It's called the Rule of 72. Rule of 72 explains to you how fast you can double your money with an investment. But then there are many already great articles on the blog. Go to www.sergioavedian.com and subscribe to the free newsletter because I want to improve financial literacy in this country. Goes from elementary school to Uber Lyft drivers to gig workers to high schoolers to college kids because financial literacy sucks in this country and I want to improve it. Maybe Uber and Lyft will help me with it because I think 5 million gig workers 5 million gig workers should have their money work for them, understand how to invest, how to, like last 2-3 days, market was taking shitter. If you're interested in crypto, it's been taking a shitter down 30-40% on Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Buy the dip.
You should start fucking stacking. That's what you should do. Take
Buy
one
the
extra
dip.
trip a day, you know?
Buy the dip.
Why did it, bro? No, seriously, over a long
love
period.
the
And then there's a great article about compounding already. There's a great article about, all these wonderful things, simple investment things. Okay. Uber should offer stock options. Well, we'll have something coming up with that. So hang in there. But then, okay, how about this? Instead of Uber waiting for Uber to offer stock options, and if you've been around for the last 2.5 years, when they first announced upfront fares, why didn't you go buy Uber stock at $23 a share and quadruple your money? Huh?
boom.
Nobody stopped you from not buying. So you guys need to check it out. www.sergioavedian.com. Go check it out. Please check it out. Lilia says, stock options for non-employees. No, there is a way actually getting around that. Do you remember, Lilius? They offered stock for shares when they were going IPO. We were not employees then either. There's a way. If there's a will, there's a way, Lilius. So we're going to try to figure that out pretty soon. But anyway, yeah, please go subscribe to my free newsletter. And also do the same thing with the Rideshare Guy newsletter, www.therideshareguy.com, so you can get my wonderful articles in your mailbox whenever they put it out. But ours go out every Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific. Please invest. I do all my investing into lotto tickets, and that's why you still be doing rideshare for the next 30 years, as opposed to get rich by investing. Invest at all times. Anyway, so there you go.
All right. With that being said, get out there, make some money. Next week should be pretty good when it comes to the day before Thanksgiving and playing your cards right. So hopefully, like I say, over the next couple of weeks, we will definitely see some good times out there and get out there and make some money.
Do we have a show next week?
Do we have a show? We have a show every week.
I know, but Tuesday is not. When is Thanksgiving, by the way? Is it Friday? Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, so we do have a show next week. All right, cool.
Yep.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.